Hello, everyone, and welcome back to CEVO-TV. I'm your host, Misled, and we will be going into this map number 2, Affinity versus Nihilum. Map 2, Affinity, kind of shocked. Nihilum a little bit there on Cash, which is one of Nihilum's better maps. Affinity is also decent at it, but we just kind of figured that Nihilum was just going to be the stand-up better team at the moment on that map, and Affinity definitely capitalized on that, caught Nihilum a little too confident, and caught them off guard, eventually took that down. So now we're into map number 2, which is Nihilum's map choice, and Affinity gets their side choice, so they pick CT side first, allowing Nihilum to be terrorists, and that might be a little bit of an issue here, because Nihilum is also good on this map, but so far, maps that Nihilum have been good on, or at least in the series, the one map that we've seen, the one map that Nihilum we thought was going to run away with on Cash, which they're very talented on, didn't work out in their favor at all. Affinity ended up taking it back from a 10-5 deficit at half, and Nihilum will get ready and poised to hit the drop. They throw a flashbang down, nothing really happens. They take a little bit of damage, automatic goes down to 76. They storm their way out, Noria and Fox hit nice shots there. So now, oh my goodness, and this is turned all the way around. Affinity will easily go on the mop up there. Sanks was the last one left, and Nihilum, not even getting a single frag in the pistol round, gets absolutely punished trying to make their way into the B bomb site on a decent split there. Affinity was ready for it, hit their shots, not affected by the flashbangs at all. Nihilum just didn't land on point with those flashes, so now we will work our way into round number 2. As Affinity has that one round advantage, and we are actually going to bring in my co-caster now, Helium, will be here to jump into these rounds with me.
Yeah, Dust gave us the warning that his the power in his area, or it was stormy, so his power probably went out. So luckily, I'm a jack of all trades, as we see Affinity, having won that pistol round, having a bit of trouble here, coming into the anti-eco at first, but now they'll clean it up. So 3-on-1, Sanks, the last guy here, as Affinity seems to be full of surprises tonight after that first map performance, and then also, you know, it is just the first 2 rounds. Affinity, that's what, 3 for 3 on pistol rounds now, right?
Yeah, Affinity has got every single pistol round from map 1 to map 2 so far. We still have one more pistol round in second half, but I mean, they're 3 for 3 already. So they're on point into their pistol rounds. Their anti-eco this game so far has been better, as map 1, Nihilum was able to take them away and end up trying to make some games out of that. But Affinity looking on point right now and shooting very, very well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, they had a couple casualties there on that anti-eco round, so we will, again, just see, you know, even a Tech 9 just for Davey that he scooped up, or was maybe dropped. 2 MP7s and 2 rifles, M4 and a FAMAS coming into it, and they'll drop into Skyfall Nihilum with just their pistols, trying to do what they can. They love to get the bomb down, but it's not really looking too realistic right now.
Yeah, rough look for them. Davey in position here. He's going to catch Sanks. Yeah, Sanks does peek, but he assumes it was cleared. Gets taken down, and now Davey is going off with the Tech 9 in hand. Gets himself 3 into that round, and that will be 3-0 in favor of Affinity, and Nihilum struggling here.
Yeah, they are, which is surprising, actually. The one game that Affinity has played here on Cobble was actually against Tempo Storm, where they were kept to 1 round on CT side. Yeah. So to see them start off this strong on CT is kind of impressive. But this is the real test, round 4, and already we saw how powerful that Scar 20 can be. Glorins showed us that in our first series of the night. Fox has already invested in one here.
And Hiko does finally open up the round. They're able to take down Arya. But at this point, they really need to get this round going in their favor. They did get an opening frag, which is going to help out a lot, as Affinity does have that round advantage, and Semphis takes down Jason R. So the terrorist side here from Nihilum is picking things up a little bit into these buy rounds. Davey right there with the FAMAS out mid, able to get 2 before he finally gets punished by Semphis. That will make it a 3-on-2, as we have Abe and Fox left here going against Semphis, Valens, and Sanks with the bomb planted in A.
Fox is actually going to rotate over with this Scar 20. Might want to make the decision to save this. That CT economy can be fragile, and with Abe going down, Fox going to fall as well. They had money in the... I mean, look at Davey. He's Mr. Moneybag, 7.1K. I think you just back off, save, forfeit that round, and keep your expensive hardware. Now, I mean, you lose a powerful gun like that, and you have a couple members who are broke.
Yeah.
They'll actually even save here. Davey buys just a little bit to even out his money.
So now into round 5. Affinity, their lead is shrinking, but they don't have the money to be able to buy up here. As Helium just said, I mean, Davey with a ton of cash at the moment, but he is 7-1, so we shouldn't really expect less. But he's looking good here. Can Abe get something going? Nice pistol shot. And Affinity, their pistols have been great all game so far, shooting very well. Hiko's able to get one. Davey on the flank will pick himself up two, and continues the gunfight as Sanks will finally answer. Davey right there with the rifle will take down Sanks on the trade. So now it's all up to Valens, 1v2, as he's got to try and collect that bomb, which is covered.
I mean, I suppose if you could win without using rifles, go for it. Arya, though, did not managed to get himself one of those rifles that were dropped by Nihilum, so he's still just with the silent USP. But what he does have to his advantage right now is the fact that Valens has no clue where he is, and depending on where he tries to plant, if he does plant in B, he's got plenty of time to move sights. He can stick long range, it's silence, he has no idea where it's coming from, and Arya will win the round.
Oh my goodness, rough look there. Nihilum looked to be trying to make, or they were definitely going to win their second round of the game, but Affinity showed up, and it all came down to the fact that Arya was hiding in the coop at the back of the B bomb site. Valens was not ready for it, didn't know where the shot was coming from because it was a silent USP shooting at him, and he just kind of had to sit there and try and figure out where he was peeking at him from, and it did not work in his favor in the least bit. Affinity picks up a huge eco round.
Yeah, that is just absolutely insane. That I feel like stuff like that just shouldn't happen. But yet it does. Arya able to get that. Again, showing the value of these silenced weapons on CT's side, right? If that was silencer off or a P2K, like, he would have lost. Scar 20 back again for Fox. I can only assume Davey bought it. No, Davey's still with $4 grand, more or less. But the first kill going to come there with the Scar 20. And this is Nihilum forcing up. Tech 9s. So we see the Galils here as well. And the 1 AK there on Sanks.
Yeah, this is a map that we saw earlier get played to great effect by Clorens with an auto sniper in his hands. So, yeah, if you're able to keep that auto sniper rolling here, it works out well. Hiko will pick up one, trying to rotate his way into the bomb site. He's able to get that. Automatic is going on a roll, though. Same with Semphis, finally picking up some frags. That will make it into a 2 versus 3 bomb plan in A, but they're working against very, very weak terrorists here. Hiko down to 15 HP, Automatic down to 2. Semphis low also down to 36. Now they have Automatic with 2. Semphis with 63. They got to get in here. Take down Semphis right off the bat. Semphis takes a bunch of damage. Doesn't go down. Abe in a good position. Can he get the spray off? Not going to make it happen. Semphis on the strafe with the Rec 9 in hand will get himself 3. And Nihilum is moving back in the direction they would like, forcing Affinity into what should be a save round.
Was a okay retake there. Again, they probably had the call coming in that a lot of players were low, so they're thinking they can do it 2-on-3, but could just be a situation where you would like to, again, save that Scar 20. I just feel like that's always a talking point. That gun is so expensive. Also, Fox maybe could have just stayed with the no-scope firing when he was looking for that kill around the van. He tried to scope in and, I don't know, slowed him down a little bit maybe.
So into round 7 here. Affinity will be on the same time. I'm going to try and tie things up. Seth is going to be up close. He will take down Abe. Sanks is there to get Arya. So that's 2 frags in favor of Nihilum. That opens up the B bomb site completely. Fox will be the first man on the rotate. Quickly followed by Davey. Hiko is able to take down Fox. Can't get himself a secondary one. Davey will punish him, and there's Balance getting Jason R as Sanks drops down that touchdown grenade, and Sanks getting the final frag of the round. That makes it 4-3. Nihilum is only down by 1 round, though.
Yeah. And this map's actually fairly even these days since all the changes have come into play. It's still going to be CT-sided, but not incredibly so. I think over the last 3 months, I can't quite remember when that change went into effect, that really, really radically changed the B site, but it's about 53% to 46 for CT to T, so slightly CT favored.
And what's weird is, especially recently, we've been seeing teams win on the T side of this map and do very effectively on it. And so far right now, it seems like it's changing hands. Anyways, Nihilum getting an opening frag, getting an opening 2 frags. Hiko and Sanks both picking up shots that are onto Fox and Arya. That will open up the B bomb site as they're going to try and tie it up. But Abe with the lineup frag taking down Hiko, followed by Cephas. Valen's going to be on the flank watch here. He's able to take down Jason R. So now it's all going to be up to Abe and Davey, 2 versus 3.
Indeed, and Davey in a position, they have actually seen him here before, Nihilum has, so I'm sure they'll try to check it. They have tons of flashes available, and it's not like they're coming in quiet. They were already throwing flashes and whatnot, so you might want to think about getting a pop flash to try to clear out that CT part of middle, because you can see some deadly crossfires down there.
So that will be round 9 that we're getting into now. Score will be 5-3. Affinity not dropping another round to Nihilum, and that's going to hurt. And Nihilum again going for a buyout here. They want to force the issue, and it didn't work in map number 1 very well for them. And Affinity looking to capitalize on this and go up by 3 rounds instead.
Yeah, they're getting another one here. Let's see. Oh, that's weird. I can't look at the round. Maybe it's because we have a cameraman, Kevin, in here. But I think, only 2 or 3 members living for Affinity on that last round, so still not out of the thick of it yet. Like, they still got the 5-7 here on Abe. They have the scout on Davey, and while the trade is happening here over at B on the catwalk, they haven't got out yet, though. 4-on-4 right now. Valens is into Skyfall, or the drop room, whatever you want to call it. Jason are going to stop that. Nice Molotov. That should get Davey. He might have even been scoped in there with his scout, so he will burn alive. He only had 12 HP when it landed. But here is Arya, who has been such a force for Affinity, both on that first map cache and so far here.
Ooh.
And Valen's getting a bit acrobatic with his Tech 9. Finds 2. He'll need to get 2 more, though, to close this out.
He does have that M4 in his hands, though. And Arya, Fox right there. Arya's going to be from behind him. He's going to go down, drop through the little window into the connector. Valens will drop down. Can he hit the shot on Arya? Turns away at the wrong second. Punishes Arya for not making the shot happen with the op, though. Arya's trying to play that seam. Valens is going to commit to the B bomb site. Does he get hit on the seam? Barely stays alive. Fox is right there. Valens makes a jump and gets absolutely tore down. And that will make the score 6-3 in favor of Affinity. And Nihilum right now is getting outshot. And in these post-plant situations, or getting down into low numbers, 2-on-2s, 1-on-2s, 2-on-3 situations, they're not able to get that bomb down. And if they do, they can prevent Affinity from retaking the bomb site.
Yeah, I haven't really noticed like set plays coming out from Nihilum either. Kind of just trying to get out there, get the trades, trade a little more effectively, out-aim, but it's just not happening. Affinity is on point right now. Here we will see some smokes out towards middle, but I think those are just defensive CT smokes, and they're trying to work their way up mid, and this is all they've done, really. Rush mid or go B, or some variation thereof, a little slower, a little faster, but that's really all we've seen. And it's not working out. They're getting blended here. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, this has not looked good so far. Fox able to pick up a 3 right there. Affinity is going to be sitting at 7-3, and Nihilum really doesn't have an answer here. We've seen them play a lot more effectively on Cobble. They're just gaining nothing so far and not playing good in the least bit.
Yeah, Nihilum versus Elevate on Cobble. In this season, it was Nihilum found 63% of the rounds on the T side. So they had a big T half. And here they're just being silenced. They look like chickens with their heads cut off. Maybe we'll see some more set strategies. But, I mean, even on the CT side, we saw them mismanage their money. And here they're being rather forceful on T side. Never really having a full buy to work with.
Davey's actually going to get boosted up above the drop and hits an initial shot on the Cephas there to open it up. Throws a bad flashbang.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Gets himself out of there so he doesn't get caught by Sanks. But Sanks is playing the angle, and Sanks goes down to Davey also. And that will be round 11. 2 frags opening it up for Affinity here, preventing Nihilum from being able to make their way into the B bomb site.
Oh, my gosh. Everything going wrong right now for Nihilum.
Wasted smokes.
I mean, not like one smoke is even enough to work into the B site, right? You'll see like 3 or 4 smokes fly over, blocking off the connector, the drop room, in between the tree and the catwalk, back of sight, even the hut, and they don't even get one smoke there because that's a little unfortunate that he pigs it at his teammate's back, but I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a rough look, and they'll force again. I mean, at this point, they're not even on max loss bonus yet. They will be after this round, but it's still, they've had multiple Tech 9s every time. Kind of look like they are half-assing it. Hopefully, they won't get mad at me if they watch these VODs.
Arya able to hit the first shot there on the automatic. Semphis will answer, but Jason R with the Pro 90 in hand will be able to get himself one. Throws a counter flashbang. He's got to worry about from below him, though. He does have a teammate close to the door to try and defend. Jason R tries to drop down. Sakes is right there waiting for him. Removes him from the round, but Davey is still sitting around the corner. Oh, Fox with a touchdown onto Sanks. And so far, everything in this round is going in favor of Affinity. They have the one-man advantage. Eco steps out, Galil in hand, able to hit a headshot there onto Fox. But it will still be a 2-on-2 as Hiko's very low. He's going to get flanked, though. Davey is right there from behind. And Abe will hit the first, or excuse me, Davey hits the first one. Abe will be the last one. He's going on the rotate. Balance is right there. He's going to have a hard stand-up. If he can get out of this, it would be amazing to not get caught by Davey. Molotov goes down. Not burning him out of the round yet. He's down to 82 HP, going against Abe with 100. Davey with 100 also. So he's going to try and peek some of these corners here. Nobody there in his face. Davey's going to... Oh, Davey goes down. Valens, and a chance that he might be able to get this 1 versus 2 clutch off. Can he get this final frag? And again, the secondary Affinity player will drop off that ledge and get punished for it. That's Valens winning a 1 versus 2 clutch for Team Nihilum, but the score is still 8-4. Affinity with a commanding lead.
Yeah, I think Davey might have got a little too excited. I'm guessing he heard the drop and he's like, oh, he's going to be lower, let me go get him. And then suddenly you just gave that player 2 isolated 1v1s and you lost them both.
Yeah.
So a bit of a misplay there by the CTs. Nihilum finally up on the board. Still, even after the win and the bomb plant money coming in, it'll be Semphis, the peasant, onto the Tech 9. And let's see what they're trying to do here. We got an initial smoke up there and drop, but that's going to be from the CTs. Another one here trying to block their progress on the catwalk from the CTs. And now I think they've thrown 1 to try to take the site. But a ton of flashes are keeping them all at bay. Going to jump off the catwalk now is Semphis with the Tech 9. Fox will gun him down. Now they got to move in and try to find the trades. And they will do that. Sanks is going to get in there and find 2. Fire everywhere, and Jason are going to work in through the smoke that's dissipating with the P90. But Valens with a quick shot.
Yeah, good job there. Nihilum able to capitalize onto that round. Get some initial opening frags. Automatic able to get himself 2. That's going to work Nihilum into that B-bomb site. So that site take attempt there worked out for them. But it's still, at this point, Affinity has the half in their favor. The best Nihilum could do is grab 7 rounds. But, I mean, they're going to be pushing in pretty close here in round 14 as long as they don't get ecoed by Affinity. And Affinity's getting aggressive here around mid. Sanks will pick up both of those frags, though, with help from Semphis. And now, Nihilum has started off well. They're going to have that 2-man advantage.
Yeah, this is the eco round for Affinity, so Nihilum, you know, expecting to get their 6th round right here. That'll be how well Affinity can fight back in the last round of the half. There is 1 dig kill there coming out for Jason R. Davey behind the barrels in the back of sight. Can maybe delay things for a little bit longer, but by no means is this a winnable position. And he will actually get 1 more, but there it is. Automatic once again, ending the round with an op shot.
Yeah, so we will go into round of 15 with Nihilum at full strength here. Money not the greatest, doesn't matter. It's going to be a full buyout for both teams. But Affinity going to go for a buyout of their own. It's not going to be the greatest at the moment. As you can see, Jason R, Davey, and Arya going with rifles here. Even Abe going with rifles, not able to get a head armor. But Fox grabs the auto sniper and head armor and 2 utility grenades to try and survive this round. So auto sniper once again coming out, and Fox will have it this time, and he's worked his way all the way towards B. And again, Nihilum looks like they're getting aggressive towards B, trying to find some opening frags and just barge their way right in there.
You know, Fox is straight up trying to be a Glorant's copycat right now, and it actually has just not worked out for him. I think he's got like 1 or 2 kills with the Scar 20, and this will be the 3rd or 4th time that he's had it.
Yeah. still just hanging out back there, waiting very, very deep. Nihilum firing off a bunch of shots through that smoke, just in case he's trying to cross. He's going to step out. He sees the shoulder. Why isn't he taking that shot? Finally gets the 2 shots off. Sanks and Zephys out of the way. Hiko will punish him with a nice long-range headshot there, and that will make it 3-4. So Nihilum getting punished for sitting just a little bit too long and not exiting out into the B bomb site.
Automatic still going to try to make it work. They know that Nihilum is coming towards that B site. Oh, Valens, though, is actually still lurking around the halls. He'll catch Arya trying to flank, and that'll bring it to a 3-on-3 right now. Sight, though, still in control, and time getting low. Nihilum at this point have to go B.
But time is running out here. They're only down to 19 seconds. They have to commit to these frags. They need to make them happen. Hiko was able to get himself one. Still fighting. Valens will take down Davey. At this point, they got to get the final frag, and Valens will get it, and that makes the half 8-7 in favor of Affinity. And for a little bit there, that was looking really, really rough of a half if you were Nihilum. I mean, 3 rounds in a row, dry spell by 1 round for Affinity, then they dropped 2 rounds, then they won 4 in a row to make it 8, and then finally there at the end, Nihilum finally won 4 rounds in a row themselves to make it an 8-7 half, but it was looking very deadly there if you were Nihilum.
Yeah, it was looking actually pretty grim, I thought, for a while. It didn't seem like Nihilum was really putting together anything, just trying to force up every round and you know, just maybe get a little bit lucky and run over their opponents. And eventually they did, and then when they were able to put 4 rounds in a row, but I mean, from what I can see, like, they really are just favoring B pretty hard. They didn't have very many set plays. They weren't even trying to play the lurk, and I saw that other game with Nihilum against, who was it? Elevate, yeah?
Yeah.
And they were doing a lot of things. They would work A with 4 people. They'd work 2 middle, 2 long A. They'd leave Hiko lurking in the B tunnels, or they'd reverse that, have Hiko lurking mid, and have set plays on B. And here they're just like, we don't care. And that's really what it looked like. I mean, they had a rough night, I think, in ESEA earlier.
I believe so.
They could be fizzled.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, this is going to be 4 maps in a row tonight, because I'm pretty sure they played at least 2 maps on ESEA tonight, just before they played their first map of Cash against Affinity, and now they went back to back, essentially.
Yeah, this is their 4th series, right?
It's their 4th, well, it's their 4th map.
4th map.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, is ESEA not 2-game series?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention that much to
As a CEVO caster, I did not brush up on the ESEA format.
Yeah, I haven't really cared that much. But, yeah, so, I mean, they've played at least 4 maps tonight.
They got kind of wrecked in ESEA, I believe. They lost to Keed and...
From what I heard, yeah,
Liquid.
Keed Stars and Liquid
Spoilers.
absolutely tore them apart. And I believe both those matches were on Train.
Yeah.
I think is what I heard. Yeah, and it was just rough. So,
I mean, it's hard to look too much into just a Train match.
Yeah.
Obviously, all these players know it from either 1.6 or Source, but yes, the new Train is different. CSGO is a different game, and well, I don't know. Maybe it got to them because they look interesting tonight. But they do find the 8-7 score line, which is actually pretty much what Cobble is right now. On average, over the past 3 months, it's been about 8-7 in favor of the CTs.
Yeah.
So they hit it. It just, took them a while.
So I think what we're going to do now, guys, is while we're waiting for our 10th player to connect to the server, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Once the 10th player is in, all players have readied up, and we begin the second half. We will actually get back into the game, get casting, and get this underway with your final match of the night here in your CEVO MLG Season 7 Pro League, Affinity versus Nihilum, best of 2 game where Affinity took map number 1. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to CEVO TV. I'm your host, Misled, joined with Helium still, and we're going to be bringing you guys a second half of Affinity versus Nihilum, and it's going to be an interesting stat to pick up here if Affinity can hold on and go 4 for 4 tonight against Nihilum on pistol rounds.
Yeah, or win the map and get the series 2-0.
Yeah.
Affinity is about to be known as the NA Slayers because they beat CLG 16-14 on both Cash and Dust 2, but it's the pistol round we really want to see right now to see if Affinity can go for the flawless pistol round victory.
Yeah, the clean sweep of the night if they're able to get these, at least just in pistol rounds. I mean, remember, map 1 did go in favor of Affinity. Map 2 right now got very close. Nihilum really started to battle back here, but still an 8-7 half in favor of Affinity on a map that we thought Nihilum would easily take control of. The same with map number 1. We thought Nihilum was going to handle Cash, and it didn't work out that way. And Affinity, look at this, lurking this out down in mid. Now they're committing to it. They're going to go for it now. They have that one player, Valens, right there around the corner, and they're playing this super tight. Fox is right there. Jason R will take him down.
Deleted.
And Valens is out of the way, but he will have made that call. That's going to force the other players to rotate towards the A-bomb site, and they're going to hold back.
Yeah, they're still taking it slow. They know that those rotations are going to come in. They're going to keep Nihilum, just wondering what exactly is going on. So they put 3 back over at B, and they'll leave 1 guy that is automatic in the A site, and somewhat close as Hiko in that connector. But here they go, coming out of long A right now.
And they're going to commit to it. They're going for it. Hiko kind of low.
Oh
There
my
goes
gosh.
Memphis. Can they get some frags? Davey will pick up 2. Arya and Fox go down. Jason R is still there. Jason R battling it out, and Abe will get that final frag. Davey picks up 2, though. That will make the score 9-7, and Affinity stays perfect tonight against Nihilum on pistol rounds.
Yeah, I was working on my flawless pistol round victory stat pop up there. If anyone was wondering who was doing those throughout the night, that was me, trying my best to keep them as relevant as possible. But yeah, 4 in a row
I
for
thoroughly
Affinity.
enjoy them.
Did you?
Yeah, I always enjoy them.
Nice.
Always. And the random drawings that we get.
Yeah, the drawings. I didn't do one tonight. I'm sorry. I let the people down. But what do you know? Nihilum just spending all their money. Similar to what they did on T-side, similar to how they ended up losing Cash.
Davies able to pick up 1 onto Semphis. Same with Arya. Hiko will answer, removing Abe from the round, but Fox is right there on the trade out. So now we're going to have Automatic and Sanks alive here. Davey at 100 HP. They're still battling. Arya down low, 6 HP. They can't quite get these frags. Davey wraps around, gets himself another one to take down Automatic. And Sanks will be on the rotate now. He will be into this battle 1 versus 4 here. Steps out, takes down Fox. Can he get his way around? He's going to be 1v3 now. Arya down to 6 HP. Davey's going to be the up-close player. Dinks him down to 17 damage. Tries to get the frag. Arya's right there. Arya goes down. Davey steps out, and Davey is able to get himself 3. Sanks battling as hard as he can to get those 2. And Affinity goes up another round 10-7 as Nihilum will still be on another save.
Sanks is pretty insane when it comes to that 5-7. There was a couple rounds there on Cash, and I think he the
4K.
he flicked to like 3
ace.
people immediately
Yeah.
without even stop shooting. That was almost English, but oh my gosh, the play was that good it made me forget how to use words.
Yeah.
He almost
I mean,
got 2 right there.
He came into a round right there where he got the 4K with the 5-7 on Cash, and it was like, oh, this round's over, and then all of a sudden he steps into the bomb site, and he's 1, 2, 3, 4 kills, and you're like, oh my goodness, he can turn it around. Oh, no, he finally got killed. But yeah, Sanks is nuts with a 5-7. And again, Nihilum getting a little aggressive here. Valens doesn't get punished for it, though, but Arya definitely will slay him from behind. Now, Jason R gets him.
It's like almost suicide, though. I mean, obviously they're not too worried about it on an eco round, but if you push out long A without support of 1 other person in the mid room, like, you can so easily be flanked. There's almost no way you escape from that position. And actually, Semphis will catch 1 close with a P250. Again, like I said, it's good to have a pop flash to clear out the CT side of mid. And into a 1-on-1, actually, is where we are. Hiko will actually take it. The 5-7, no armor.
Wow.
He finds the 2K, and he'll put Nihilum on the board in the second half.
So that's a good look there if you're Nihilum finally able to take a round down from Affinity. That will make the score 10-8 as Affinity looks like they're going to be onto a save. They don't really have the cash to buy out this round. They're not aggressive like Nihilum is into it. So Nihilum on CT side now will finally have themselves a little bit of an advantage going into a round here against the ecoing Affinity. And actually, Davey goes AK head armor here to even out his economy a little bit. And they looked confused for a second. They didn't quite know exactly where they were going. Actually going to throw a little bit of stuff over towards mid, wrap their way back around into the B tunnels, and possibly try and leak this down into mid anyways. No, it's going to be committed towards B.
Arya actually bought him the AK, and then obviously Davey bought the undroppables, the armor and the smoke. So they just kind of bought around to even up their money, try to have one power player, that's Davey, and it looks like from Hugo's perspective, it'll be Davey who's the one on the front lines looking for the pick, and he will fall. So AK over to Fox now.
And Hiko will pick up a nice frag there. Still trying to battle out will be Semphis getting Fox down. So they have some life here. But they gotta remove Semphis. He's down to 3 HP. Continues to shoot. There goes Hiko to Abe. Automatic will take down Abe on the trade out. So Jason R and Arya are left alive here. Arya gets one. Sanks rotates from behind. Gets himself a nice frag. Now it's all up to Arya. He will be 1v3 at the moment. Bomb is going to be down in a location easily covered by all three of the CTs, and they've rotated on top of it. They know Arya's somewhere near this bomb site, and he's going to have some definite trouble trying to get in there and make this round happen in their favor, as Nihilum looks to be taking a second, unless Arya can take down automatic right off the bat like that. He does have a CT right there at the double doors. He's going to commit with the pistol and get taken down by Valens. Nihilum will hold on. Team Ace incoming. All players from CT side at Nihilum were able to get themselves a frag that round.
All right, so here we are into round 20, and this is going to be the real test to see what both of these teams are made of since the side switch. Affinity's been on all night on the pistols, and then, you know, they get ecoed when they weren't quite on full rifles anyways, so it's not the most telling sign, but here we are, the first rifle round, and it's Nihilum to tie it up, or Affinity to start putting the pressure on and pulling away.
So into round 20, Affinity is only going to be up by a round. And Nihilum trying to battle it back. Affinity will be onto a buyout as terrorist here. They're going to commit all their money into this round. They're very broke. If they're not able to grab this, Nihilum should be able to cruise to an 11-10 lead, which would be good for them, because I do believe that would be... No, that wouldn't be... Yeah, that would actually be their first lead of the game.
Yeah, as, of course, didn't get a single pistol tonight, so Affinity started off with the lead here. We will see Nihilum move out to a 3 towards B. You got Hiko is going to be your quicker rotator between the sites playing in connector, along with Sanks playing A, but the quick rotate to B, along with, who's that over there? Valens. And Davies going to start it off with a headshot onto automatic, as he drops in, and, you know, terrorist controlling this drop room can be hard to deal with sometimes.
So now Davey still trying to work for another frag here. It's going to be a 5 versus 4, and Affinity all spread out here. Davey is able to open up that B bomb site with a nice headshot on the Semphis as Arya rotates his way around. All three of the CTs left alive trying to battle Arya. Hiko will get that frag, so it's going to make it a 4 versus 3 now, as Davey is still lurking for any rotators coming to the B bomb site. Finally, Fox will get the bomb down. Hiko will be able to punish Davey as Davey goes for the jump out the window just below the drop. Now it's going to be a 3-on-3 battle to get this bomb defused in B.
Davey, although brought down after that 2K, is just going absolutely insane in this match. He's got, what is it now? 27 kills for himself. 3-on-2 situation post-plant, and Abe and Fox will clean it up.
Yeah. Man, that was a good job post-plant there by Affinity to not allow Nihilum to work their way back into that round. It was looking close. They brought it down all the way to a 3-on-3, but Affinity was eventually able to capitalize on that, making the score 11-9. Economy on Nihilum's side very weak. I don't expect a buyout from them here, just maybe upgraded pistols. And some utility grenades coming from their side as we hit round 21.
Yeah, more pistols. And we'll see. The pistols have been kind of scary for both of these teams. But without the armor, it makes it a bit tougher. Charging into the B site right now is Affinity. Molly onto the site. Sanks is going to fall down in between that planter.
Able to get the frag there, and Semphis still trying to battle it out. Here comes automatic from behind. Bomb will be planted in the B bomb site, and Nihilum is looking to be in trouble, especially after Davey with the MP does take down Balance. So now Semphis goes down to Abe. Hiko is right there. Can he battle it out? And Fox will get him. And that's a 2K for Abe. Frags between Fox, Davey, and Arya as Affinity make the score 12-9. And Nihilum should be off their ecoing now. They're going to go into a full buy.
It's still budget, though.
Yeah, it's not. Well, yeah.
These
right,
CTs are shopping at Costco, I guess. That's not really a good example. Stuff is cheaper there.
Bulk.
Yeah, it's bulk.
One player would buy like 30 FAMASs for $10.
They got 3 FAMAS. Maybe there's a deal for just 3. I don't know. I can't think of a sketchy, massive store that you would shop at.
Walmart.
Yeah, I guess that'll work. Kmart might even be worse.
No offense, Walmart. You guys are awesome.
I mean, what will we do without them, really? But here we go, trying to get out into B. It's 4-on-4 as the trade is made between Semphis and Jason grabbing the kill for Affinity. Oh, getting dinked and can't retreat is Jason. So brought down, and Nihilum with the man advantage. 3 players towards B, but the back of the site is a bit given up.
So Automatic's going to be there in those gunfights. Goes down to 6 HP. Arya will be on the rotate. So now, as Hiko takes down Davey, Abe gets out of the way to Hiko. Also, it's all up to Arya, but Hiko's right there ready for it. Can he get the frag? And he will. 4K for Hiko to keep Nihilum in this. They're within 2 rounds now. That will make the score 12-10. And Nihilum and Affinity are just going back and forth so far in this game.
And we'll have Jason R actually drop out here. It did look like he went down while still playing, because we saw him get the kill, spray a few more bullets, and then try to retreat on the reload. So I don't think it affected the outcome of that round at all, but it has been Jason R that's been getting dropped out of these matches the past couple nights for Affinity. So something maybe going on with his internet, or maybe something worse.
Hopefully nothing worse. Maybe just some of those Midwest issues that or Midwest to I don't know, whatever, the east, wherever the storm issues are that we actually had Dust experience, had his power go out. I'm hoping that's all it is. Maybe some storm issues affecting his net, maybe his power. So looks like we will be on to a pause as we wait for him to get back into the server, and we can get this back underway into round 23 with Affinity versus Nihilum, where Affinity took map number 1 in your best of 2 series. Nihilum trying to battle their way back and keep a game going on their hands here, but it's going to be tough sledding either way for Nihilum to battle back out of this, even though Affinity is losing some rounds here, but they've been looking good all night long.
Yeah, I mean, they've shown us that they can get rifle rounds on T side somewhat convincingly, so, I mean, Nihilum fans out there maybe got to be a little bit worried about that. Especially since Affinity won the first map, so I can only assume the odds, as you know, you guys and I as well thought earlier that Nihilum should take this as a 2-0. Although having watched Affinity against CLG the other night, I didn't think it would be a walk in the park for them. But also, I think it's fair to say that Nihilum didn't really show up bringing their A game tonight on either map.
No, definitely. I agree with you there. This is not the Nihilum that we all expected to be seeing. But again, my hat is off to Affinity for playing very well tonight, shooting effectively. They're doing everything they can here to hold on against Nihilum and possibly upset another team, which would be awesome. I said it earlier in the night when we were talking about this. I would love for Affinity to take a map off these guys. Now it's looking like Affinity's getting close to taking 2 maps off of Nihilum and coming away directly with the W and 2 points instead of just a 1-1.
So it looks like he's restarting his internet, so hopefully it won't be too much longer. I'm just kind of curious. I mean, Cobble, still the new kid on the block, seeing the recent changes. I personally am really starting to like the map, and I kind of give that the props to Titan. Like, I've cast him a couple times in the European portion of our CEVO Pro League, and a couple times in Gfinity over that last weekend or whenever that was. I live in a constant state of not knowing what day it is, but
yes,
I like it. I think there's just so much versatility in both sides, but specifically the T side. Like, you can play it so fast, you can play it so slow, you can set up amazing fakes and lurks. I don't know. What do you think? I
hate it. I absolutely hate it. I don't like it at all, in the least bit. I don't think I liked Cobble. I liked old Cobble. I liked 1.6 Cobble. Did you like Forge? Forge was okay. I never played it. Okay. I think it was
I think
okay.
CEVO made that map, didn't they? Or do I have that backwards?
I don't remember who made Forge. It's been a while.
Look it up.
But yeah.
Tell me why you hate Cobble.
This version of I like Cobble. I don't like Cobblestone in the least bit. I just don't like how it works. I don't like the stuff that they added. I don't like the fact that they took away mid. No one goes in mid anymore. No one goes up. Like, there's no reason to. You take everything out of the map. You make mid useless, and it's just, man, I just don't like the map, dude. I don't like it. With how I used to like Cobble in 1.6 and in Source, I even liked it a little bit, even with a little bit of changes. But man, Cobblestone, in my opinion, is a horrible map. I don't like it in the least bit. I would rather play Dust 2, and I hate Dust 2. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Dust 2 and Cash for me are like almost vomit-inducing at this point. I actually like Cash more than Dust 2, but you do see it a lot in North America. Like the stats that I was putting up in the first game, like Nihilum has only played like 8 maps. 4 of them have been on Cash. Affinity's played this map 6 times at this point, not even halfway through the season. So Cash comes up a lot in North America, but I don't know. It's fun, and it's a lot newer to me than Dust 2, which I feel like, you know, people ask me where I grew up, and sometimes I answer too quick, and I just say Dust 2. Like, I spent so much time on that map.
Aztec.
Yeah, I'm more of an Aztec guy, actually.
Yeah. No, I mean, to me, honestly, like, there's a lot of maps that I would love to come back into the competitive rotation. One of which, for me, would be Prodigy. I love that map. Dude, Prodigy was awesome, dude. It was so fun way back in the day. That was a long time ago that we were playing Prodigy. That was like
1.5.
Yeah, competitively. I think they played it in 1.6 for a little bit, competitively, but not very long. But yeah, I mean, that was over 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Like, that was a long time ago that we were playing that. And to me, if they could redo Prodigy, you don't have to change much on Prodigy. I think the problem with some of these maps that they want to tweak so much and change so much is, like, they're trying to make them too even all the time, and Prodigy was unbelievably CT-sided. Like, if they brought that back, that would make Nuke and Train look T-sided. Like, it was bad CT-sided, but yeah, dude, such a great map.
It was like 2 corridors for terrorists to run through at CTs.
If you made it halfway down the first one, you could get up into the vents,
and then you'd get flanked.
Yeah, but still, no. I have no issue with maps being sided in the least bit. Doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, you get to play both
I think
sides.
It makes it fun. The challenge is what makes it fun. You know what I mean? Like, even maps aren't fun. You might as well just be playing a map the entire time. And all right, let's see who wins on AK Colt today. Let's go. Yeah, Dust 2. You know what I mean? Not fun. It's not enjoyable. I'd rather go on a map where it's like, all right, dude, we got to struggle to get one round. But we're back live. Affinity versus Nihilum. And it looks like we do have our final player back into the server. Oh, no, we have Sidoff coming in here.
Oh, so they just brought in the substitute. All right, we'll see how that affects the dynamic. As I was enjoying my Luca interview, I had more questions. And hopefully we won't be paused again, but if we are, I got the material.
Yeah, we're gonna go hate on some more balanced maps a little bit more.
We're gonna get up in that nostalgia here as Valens will go down. Fox is gonna find him over there at middle. Heavy T presence there. 3 of them lurking around, and this is more of a set play, right? You got 3 people that were just spotted, 2 at least, over towards A, but they're in that corridor where they can quickly go to B or A. So it's you know, it's more or less a fake, keeping them wondering, and got the man advantage for it.
I really like what they have going on here. They got 1 player down. They're taking it nice and slow. They're not getting too aggressive. They're not trying to force the issue too hard. Davey, of course, hits the drop, getting a little bit of information here for his team, letting them know that Nihilum's kind of playing deep into these bomb sites. Abe is able to take down Automatic. No. There's Davey getting Zemphis as Sanks will remove Arya. And Davey is playing lights out right now for Affinity. He is playing unbelievably good, so it's going to be Hiko and Sanks on the rotate here. Hiko will be the first one. Sanks is going to be pretty deep. They're committed to this. They want to go for it. Hiko trying to control the spray. Can't make it happen. Abe will take him down. So now Sanks, can he get anything? Not able to do it. Abe will get 3 onto the round, and that will make the score 13-10. Affinity is up by 3 now, and it's going to be a save round from Nihilum.
Yeah, I don't know. That's, I mean, has always been one of the hardest retake scenarios, right? Yeah. Like that long distance from the connector to the back of B. It was way worse than 1.6 because there was no cover. It was just a straight shot to the site. But it's still hard, even with those couple rocks and trees and the addition of the skyfall room or drop room. But think that's maybe where you think to save, but I guess they feel pressured. They want to take high risk, high reward to try to climb back.
So now we're into round 24. Affinity is going to be up by 3 rounds in total. It's going to be a buyout once again from Nihilum. They're committed to these buyout rounds. Well, they just commit all their money into these buyouts, and they're going to have nothing going into this. If they lose this round, that should be an easy 15-10 for Affinity. But Hiko does open it up, takes down Davey, shuts down the big numbers man from Affinity Gaming, and Automatic just waiting right there below the drop. Abe trying to spam down Semphis, does a little bit of damage. Semphis is going to have to bail out of there as the rest of the T's are working their way towards A, and I think that's the biggest difference here for Affinity. Their effectiveness of using the other bomb site, using 1 or 2 players over at B, sending the rest towards A, working slow, going with more off of a pick strategy here, trying to get a couple picks, working off those picks to enter into a bomb site or throw a fake. It's much more effective than what we saw from Nihilum so far.
Yeah, they're actually playing T side. So that's an improvement. And Abe, already having some big 2Ks here, will find Semphis. That was one of the guys with a gun, I do believe. Hiko Valens Automatic with those 5.7s. They can't be quite deadly with. Actually, one of those is a P2K, I think. Hiko will get one. Valens is finally going to be sprayed down. A little bit of AD spray action from Arya, but Fox and Sidoff here. Sidoff, man, finding 2, being involved in 1, and then Fox closing it out with those next 2 kills. Has Davey hit his 30 bomb yet? No! He's been silenced for like 2 rounds now. He's still at 29 kills.
Yeah, so that's going to make it 14-10. As you can see, Nihilum is going to be on to the full save this round. Pistol upgrade probable from them, but not armor or a buyout, and they're going to go pistol smoke here, so they are committing some money to this round. And 2 pistols come out of 5.7 and P250, 3 silenced USPs, and 5 smokes are coming out. So they're going to use these counter smokes to try and slow down anything that Affinity is going to bring and try and steal themselves some rifles. And Semphis once again going to that spot that he was almost spammed out of last time, takes 25 damage, has to drop right back down to get away from that spam. So Nihilum wasting so far. Well, maybe not wasting. Here comes the flashbang. They got to take that Sidoff. Do not let him live, Valens. He will get him down. And Nihilum is fighting to stay in this, fighting for the win and not the tie.
Yeah, not bad to start off the round with that first kill. Those smokes kind of slow down a rush if there were to be 1B. It actually did let Semphis get into a cheeky spot over there, but he'll be mollied out. It's not like they're not going to expect him to be there. You said, you know, they killed him in there last time, so 3-on-2 for Affinity. They've got the gun. Sanks did manage to pick up an AK, though, for Nihilum. But you can see that the bomb site, B already under full control. Fox, the rotator responsible for picking up the bomb, finds a kill while doing it. And it's all Sanks kind of on a big goose chase right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be 1v3 at this point. Nihilum is looking to drop this round, so Sanks would love to save this AK, hold on for last round, try and fight for the tie, but right now Affinity will earn their way into that 15th round match point going forward as they hit round 25. The end of it anyways will be match point for Affinity, and Nihilum has a tough pill to swallow here. They have to try and win every single round from the end of this round out to be able to stay alive in this, force overtime to fight for the win and not for the tie. Or for the loss, excuse me.
You play for the loss, I fight for the win.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to play for the loss. That came out a little weird.
I think that was a quote from Pure Ownage, the one I just said.
Was it really?
Yeah.
That had to have been FPS Doug. FPS
no,
Doug
it was Teabag.
Kyle?
It was Teabag.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I think.
But yeah. Match point coming for Affinity. So Nihilum, to stay in this, to win this map, they have to win every round from here on out. They're going to be into a full buy here. They have to come up big. They have to win all these remaining rounds to force this into overtime to fight for the win. Otherwise, Affinity will come away with a 2-0 victory over Nihilum. Get 2 points going forward in your CEVO MLG Season 7 Pro League. And Nihilum will come away from this with no points.
And Affinity will get out of here with 2 points and some street cred as well. Some E-Street cred, as they will have taken out CLG 2-0. Well, they've already done that one. But they can say they've also taken out Nihilum 2-0. Davey going to start it off. That's his 32nd kill
Yeah, 32 bomb.
And he takes out Hiko, too, which is obviously a big player here for Nihilum.
Yeah, that's a rough look into round 26. It's going to be do or die now for Nihilum. They only have 4 players left alive. The B-take attempt is on for Affinity. Automatic will take down Davey. That's going to be a big opener for them to even things out at 4-4. Bad reload time for Automatic, though. Fox will step out. Doesn't matter. Abe is able to hit the angle. Cephas is right there. Can't do anything about it. Abe will hit 2. Sidoff goes down to Valence. And now we're going to be 2-on-3. 1-on-3. Sanks is getting burned out. Can he get a frag? Not able to do it. And Affinity will win the game 16-10. And in the series, that's going to be a 2-0 over Nihilum. That's rough. I thought Nihilum was going to terrorize this. I thought there was almost no chance that that Affinity would even take a single map, but they showed up tonight, and Nihilum was not ready for that in the least bit.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, they didn't even look like they were playing. I mean, even Cash looked a bit sketchy for them.
Yeah.
Obviously, they lost it. I think we've got the theory down. They maybe were just a little fizzled out tonight after they're playing in the other leagues.
After all those games.
I mean, we talked to those guys on LAN, not all as a team, but, you know, Hiko was obviously there at the Season 6 LAN. Most of the Nihilum guys on the roster, they were all there. And they were, like, the most tenacious team ever. I'm like, yo, you guys think you got a chance against CLG? They're like, of course we do. Like, we wouldn't be here if we didn't think we could beat this team. So, like, they're not people to ever give up. But tonight looked a little odd for sure.
Yeah, it didn't really look good at all for them. They had a ton of struggles, couldn't quite really get anything going, and Affinity just played everything good there. I mean, they were relatively close games, but still, Affinity playing very, very lights out, takes another W in their column. And let's see here, what is that going to push them to? With that W, that's going to be 1-2-0 over CLG, 1-2-0 over Nihilum, and a 2-0 over Ace Gaming. Their only loss so far is to Tempo Storm. They have a tie against Method, they have a tie against VVV, and they have a tie against SKDC. So they're looking pretty good point-wise. At the moment, that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 points in their favor at the moment, which is pretty good. That puts them in third right now. The only teams above them are CLG and Luminosity, and Luminosity is just barely above them. Same with CLG, who's been slipping as of late. But yeah, my hat is off to Affinity for turning things around towards the middle part of this season and really coming up big here.
Yeah, and I don't know, is Affinity, is that just the name they chose, or is that a sponsor that has finally come to pick them up? Do you know?
No, I believe that was just their team name, and they're going to stick with it, and they're still looking for an actual sponsor.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Sponsors? Meet Affinity.
Sponsors. Yeah, Meet Affinity. They are doing great. I mean, it looks good. They played well tonight, and they went against Nihilum, who arguably should have beat them 2-0. But Nihilum slipping a little bit here, and again, good gameplay coming from Affinity to take down Nihilum.
Yeah, most definitely. So that's all we got here for you tonight, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. You had Dust for the first 3 games, myself Helium for this last one, and of course Misled staying strong all night.
Oh yes.
And saw some good stuff, but I think the highlight is definitely Affinity taking this.
Yeah.
And actually, I gotta even rack my brain. Oh yeah, Tempo Storm versus Method. Method also recently getting sponsored. They were called sponsorless for a while. That's the Phoenix roster getting picked up. So tying against Tempo Storm, and Tempo Storm are a pretty big organization. So I would say the last 2 nights of North America have been for the underdogs.
Yeah, definitely. I would agree with you there. I mean, Nihilum, we never thought they were going to lose like that. They did against Affinity. And then, of course, I mean, Tempo Storm coming up a little bit rough there against formerly known Paradox, formerly known as Phoenix, and now known as Method. I mean, it's looking good for some of these teams that are coming from behind to battle back. And I like what we're seeing here.
All right, guys, that does it for us here for the CEVO MLG Pro League Season 7. If you liked it, make sure to follow the channel, maybe subscribe as well here on MLG.tv. And I'm Helium, that's Misled. We'll see you next time.